Thank you, No Name. Thank you, No Blue Brewery. Thank you, No Blue Brew. What's up, hopheads and beer lovers? Welcome to another episode. I'm Jeff.
I'm Justin, and today we are back in Rancho Cucamonga, California for No Blue Brewery. Now this place we have seen plenty of at festivals, and I'm glad that we're here to try them out now.
We've tried a couple of their beers, and I'm really excited to see what they have on draft today. Justin, are you ready?
Let's have some beer.
Let's have some beer.
Alright guys, so I have no clue about No Clue's Brewing's history, but I'll tell you a little bit about what they have going here. They were started in 2014 and they've been around for a couple years. I've seen them at a whole bunch of festivals and breweries, and the thing is, I mean, these guys started off as home brewers. They won a competition and then they wanted to go into business for themselves. A story that we hear a lot of times. But the thing is, I mean, I don't have a lot to tell you about their history because their history is all around you. You can see them in the pictures and all that around the brewery, and you can even ask some of the brewers and the bartenders because these guys are some of the most open and friendly people we've met on our travels so far. So if you guys are ready, let's check out some of the beers they got today.
Alright guys, it's time for the first beer here at No Blue Brew, and it's called the Cucamonga Cream Ale. It's 5%, it's a cream ale, and it's got a nice light body look to it. I mean, I guess we'll see how it tastes. Let's get started. Cheers. I don't really feel like this is so much of a cream ale as it is like a blonde or like a lager. It's good. It's light, it's velvety. It definitely has that soft mouthfeel of a cream ale, but it's not, it doesn't give me the cream ale feeling. I will tell you, flavor-wise, I mean, the malts are on point. The finish is on point. It's light, it's crisp, it's good. It slightly reminds me of a Pilsner, actually, strange enough. Yeah, I mean, it's a good beer. Not a great beer, but a light, easy way to start off the day.
Alright guys, so my first beer up today is going to be the Belgian Honey Blonde. It's a 7% Belgian Honey Blonde. It's made with real honey, and it uses those Belgian malts and those Belgian yeasts that we've all come to know and love. So I'm expecting a good, you know, slightly boozy, good take on a Belgian hit. Cheers guys, let's do it. Me and Jeff both love Belgians, and it's just the flavor that those yeasts give off, and this is no exception. You get a good, you know, sweet honey flavor from the honey that they put into it, but overall, just crisp, clean, refreshing, and drinkability all day long. You do feel the 7%. It's not one of those sneakers. You don't feel like a less booziness. You feel the booze. But that being said, it's very good, very crisp, very clean, and overall a very good drinkable drink. Good start to the day, overall.
Alright guys, the next beer up is called the Rancho Rye Ale. Now it's 5.7%, and it's got a beautiful amber color to it. Can't wait to try it, see how it tastes. Cheers. That's so good. That's super drinkable. Super, super drinkable. So it's got really soft malts to it. Like, it's there, it's definitely present. But the hop presence as well is super, super mellow. They kind of follow each other pretty evenly throughout the entire body of this beer from start to finish. This is something where like this is like a sipping beer. Like if you were gonna sit there for a long period of time, you want to have 4 or 5 beers, but you didn't want to get a little trashed, but you want to have good conversation, enjoy a good beer. This is a route I would go. This is delicious.
My next beer up is Oh No You Didn't. This is 6.2% English Oatmeal Stout on CO2. Dark, rich, chocolatey. You guys know how I love going to the dark side. This is gonna be another one to that. Cheers. What do I say about stouts all the time? Chocolatey, rich, delicious. This is no exception. You feel those malts deep in your stomach, deep in your chest. It's warming, it's delicious. You feel filled by drinking this beer, and it just tastes so damn good going down. I really, really enjoy stouts. This is probably right up there with some of the best. Would I say it's one of the best? It's debatable. But that being said, it's still a very solid stout, and I would be proud to drink this all night long. Cheers.
Well guys, the next beer up, we're in the West Coast. Of course, it's gonna be a West Coast IPA. It's called Hop Conveyance. It's 6.6%. It's got a beautiful amber color to it. It's almost brown actually, but let's dig into it and see how it tastes. Cheers. This is a very soft, very citrus, piney, floral, slightly resinous IPA. I mean, this is everything West Coast. It's actually very soft for 6.6%. The initial hit on the body, it feels like a session IPA, but as soon as you really dig into the body itself, you really feel like the strength of the malts and the hops. You get that hit of alcohol. I mean, this is good. I mean, if you wanted to really try a West Coast IPA, this is like it in a glass. I don't know any other way to explain it.
Alright guys, so next up I have the SPF55. This is a 5.5% ABV hoppy American blonde ale with Nelson Sauvin and Citra hops. So, you know, good hop flavor, good blondes. I'm in for both. Let's do this, guys. Cheers. I don't know, I almost like this more than the Cucamonga Cream, to be honest. It's slightly more drinkable, it gives more of a flavor on your palate. You get those Nelson hops that give that like floral, like piney texture, and the Citra that gives the citrus. It's much more flavorful, much more aromatic, and I seem to like it a lot more. This is probably one of my favorites of the day, and it's very, very drinkable at 5.5%.
Well, the next beer up is called Saison de Clou. It's 7.2%. It's a farmhouse ale, and I know what you guys are thinking. Jeff, you're not a fan of those funky ass farmhouse ales. Well, something about the name just called to me. I had to try it, so here we go. Let's see what I think of it. Cheers. Well guys, I don't know how to explain this to you, but as a farmhouse ale, I love the aroma. The aroma actually was very soft, very sweet, very inviting. Couldn't pinpoint any of the flavors specifically. When I dig into it, I just get a big question mark. I don't know, like, I have no clue, funny enough, I have no clue what the flavors are in this beer. Like, the malts are kind of mysterious, there's something else in here, there's like a mystery flavor. At the end of the day, I mean, as a farmhouse ale, here's the thing. I'm not a big fan of farmhouse ales. That is like a signature for funky aromas and flavors. And I tried this and I kind of like it. Like, it's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. I'm kind of curious what's coming out of this, so I mean, hopefully I find out later, but all in all, I mean, not a bad beer.
Alright guys, so next up I have the ESB. It's the extra special bitter. You know my English beers. This is done with British yeast, British malts, and British hops. So we're going all the way across the pond for this one, guys. Cheerio. when people say you want to have a pint at the pub, this is definitely what they're talking about. I can have a pint of this all day long. I can chat with people all day long. I just want to get in the nook, play some pool, play some darts in a nice old English pub and just chat all night long with this. It is delicious, it is amazing, and one of my favorite beers of the day, by far.
Well, the next beer up is another Belgian. This is called Golden Parachute. It's a Belgian golden ale. It's 8.4%. It's got a beautiful color to it. It almost looks like a Hefeweizen. Let's find out how it smells and tastes. Cheers. Wow. Okay, so here's the thing. I've had this conversation before. I can definitely distinguish Belgian malts from like any other malt style ever. Like every time I try a Belgian beer, it's like, this is a Belgian beer. Now, when it comes to the flavor, this is like a Belgian double or Belgian triple. It definitely gives me that like hard, fermented, fruity flavor. I think this is something that Justin would really enjoy. For me, it's just a little too strong. If you love Belgian doubles or triples, it still holds those deep Belgian malts. They're sweet, they're sugary, they're strong. Like you get that little hit from the Belgian malts. Yeah, it's a good beer.
All right, guys. So next up, I have the Bellhop. It's a Belgian-style pale ale at 5.6%. Now we've had a good amount of Belgian so far, but you know, darker pale ale. It's all stuff I'm a good part of. I'm willing to be a part of it. Let's see how this one shakes out compared to the rest. Cheers. These Belgian yeast, man, they just get us every single time. This one is much more drinkable than, say, the golden or the like the double triple that Jeff had, or even like the honey blonde that we had earlier. It leaves a perfectly velvety mouthfeel in your mouth, and I think this one might be my favorite out of all of them so far. It's very, very drinkable, has a good amount of malt presence, not a lot of hops to it, but overall, very drinkable and very delicious.
All right, guys. Well, we're down to the last beer. And if there was any way I was going to end the day, it's going to be with a Trouble Double IPA. This is a 8.5% beer, and it's brewed with a variety of different hops. You know what? I don't want to talk about it. I just want to drink it and see how it tastes. I'll tell you guys what I think. Cheers. So, the way that I would describe this, I mean, for 8.5% as an IPA, it doesn't taste like 8.5%. This beer at the end of the day is freaking fantastic. It is light, it's malty. At the ABV that it's at, it is freaking delicious. I mean, if I want to get wasted, this is the type of beer that I'm going to go for. This is awesome.
All right, guys, my last beer up today is going to be the Kelly Ripa. It's a red IPA. It's done with 100% Columbus hops and 100% red malt, and it's 6.4%. So, guys, red ales, red IPAs, what's not to love? Well, I mean, Kelly Ripa, but that's another story. Cheers, guys. This takes the best of both worlds from a red ale, that good malty body, and then that good hoppy presence from a IPA, and it brings it together in a very, very, like a harmonious, very synergic way. It's very, very delicious, and damn, I've never had a red IPA before, but after tasting this, I'm wondering why there are not a lot around. That malt presence is perfectly balanced by those hops, and it's really, really drinkable and really, really delicious. The booziness is there, but it's not overpowering. It's not a sneaker. And well done, No Clue. Well done. All right, guys, so that'll do it for us from No Clue Brew in Rancho Cucamonga, California.
If you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. I'm Jeff.
I'm Justin, and we will see you guys next time
on Let's Have Some Beer. Cheers.